In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the Select by Attributes tool's SQL Query option to easily search for GlobalIDs by copying and pasting. I'll be working specifically on GlobalIDs for this video, but the same tricks work for any value from the attributes table. This route is especially helpful for the longer attributes that are difficult to type out, such as GlobalIDs though. If you haven't used the Search by Attributes button before, it can be found at the top of the screen under the Map ribbon, near the center. When you click on it, a new window will pop up with several drop-downs and a button in the middle that says New Expression. If this window is open, we're on the right track. Then we are going to want to click on the first drop-down, Input Rows. We want to make sure that the layer we want to search from is selected here. Only features that are in this layer will be searched by the app. So, for this example, I'm looking for meter banks, which means we want to be working with the bank layer. Then we can click on New Expression. This will either open a list of drop-downs, like we see here, or an empty text box. We're looking for the empty text box, so if at first you get the drop-down, we need to tick this little switch over here that says SQL, and that will change us over. Let me delete this real quick, leave that empty. Okay, now we have our layer selected, and we're ready for our expression. I've got an Excel file with a few GlobalIDs on it that I'll be using, so I'll just copy one from over there. Here we are. Let's grab this top one. And if we copy that, then we can come back over to ArcGIS Pro and we can paste that in there. Like so. Now, once you have it pasted, we're not quite there yet. This is just the basic GlobalID, and it won't search for just the GlobalID. We're first going to need to make sure we put single quotes around anything we enter in here. And since it's a GlobalID, we're going to type GlobalID equals right before it. And you can put in whatever attribute you are working with, but since this is a GlobalID, it needs GlobalID. Then we have two buttons to execute our search, Apply and OK. Each of these buttons serves a slightly different purpose. Apply will run the search that you entered, but it will leave the window up in case you want to run more searches, while OK will run the search and close the window. I'm going to use Apply for now for our demo here. Hit that, and there we go. Now, this is just a dummy for this test, so it didn't actually bring up something, but our feature would appear in the attributes table on the right side of the screen here after we searched it. And we could also use that to zoom right to it on the map as well with the right click. Now, there's one last thing I want to show you, and that's how we can search for multiple GlobalIDs at once. Here, where it says the equal sign, we want to change that to IN. That will be including. And then we want to copy another GlobalID. And we can paste that in there and put the single quotes around it like the others. Now, something you need to do when you're searching for multiples, and only like multiples, is you need to have a comma in between each one and on the outside of the whole GlobalIDs. Don't put it around the beginning of the expression, just the thing that you're searching where you want to put parentheses, like so. And now once it's formatted correctly, we can apply, and we can see our search was successful there. But once again, it didn't bring anything up. So there we go. It's pretty easy to search by attributes using the SQL query, just as long as you know what you're doing and you have your GlobalIDs handy. You could search for 3, 4, 5, as many as you can at once, as many as you need.